Hey guys, I'm Shantanu Udasi back again with another video for Analytics India magazine capturing everything that has been happening in the world of artificial intelligence. I have gathered a few stories from across industries where artificial intelligence is making a difference. Let's just not waste any more time and jump right into our stories. Our first story is that artificial intelligence like algorithms could crack language of cancer and Alzheimer's, a study finds. So this article gives an excellent example of Netflix and how its algorithm works. So if you are searching in Netflix and you cannot find a film that you like, Netflix will auto suggest film of similar genre, similar language, similar region and similar time period. That is all artificial intelligence and its algorithm that has accumulated data over the years and has become so smart that it can suggest movies that a person is trying to watch. So how does this all link to cancer and Alzheimer's? So the algorithm of Netflix understands you in and out. It analyzes everything from at which time you like to watch a particular genre or what type of genre is your favorite. So it suggests everything based on that. Similarly, this research states that this algorithm can understand you biologically as well and predict the biological language of cancer and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, which could change completely what researchers know about treating and preventing such diseases. This is really important because 1 in 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime according to the American Cancer Society, and 1 in 3 older adults dies with Alzheimer's or other dementia according to the Alzheimer's Association. That's where this algorithm becomes really important. When we feed the data of cancer and Alzheimer's patient into the algorithm, it will find out the earlier indications of these diseases and compare it with other adults and find out the similar patterns and recognize if this person is likely to get cancer or Alzheimer's. This algorithm will require years of training data like Netflix has for over past 10 to 15 years, so it can work very efficiently and the treatment can be given to a patient most likely to get cancer or Alzheimer's and prevent the disease from happening at all. Moving on to our next story. Our next story is about Kumbh Mela, the biggest pilgrimage event in the history of India, where AI-equipped cameras are being deployed to zoom in on those without masks. The officials are saying that there are over 350 CCTV cameras that have been installed in different locations, with about 100 of these are equipped with sensors that generate alert when camera captures an image of a person without wearing a mask. So this facial recognition system requires to be a fairly basic kind of facial recognition where the artificial intelligence only has to determine whether a certain area of the face is covered or not. This is fairly basic and it is not difficult to deploy on such a large scale. So this is a good initiative by the officials. As the cases of COVID-19 are increasing, this may reduce the spread of this disease on this hugely populated area where the density of people gathering at a place will be very high, and this kind of steps are required in order to contain the spread of this virus. And the results of these cameras are astonishing, as on April 2, over 1500 people were issued challans for not wearing a mask, of whom around 350 were caught on camera in just 4 hours. So currently they are expecting over 3 lakh devotees at various sites, but in the coming days this number is going to increase in a huge amount, and these AI equipped cameras will help them control the situation. Moving on to our next story. Our next story is about AI and its future with sports, especially with cricket, as the Indian T20 League is in its full swing. So franchise cricket is fairly a new concept in India as it started in 2008, but right now artificial intelligence is playing huge role in creating the perfect team that the franchise require. The recently concluded player auction suggested that all the teams had the support of artificial intelligence to picking up some key players which the common folk did not even know about. So basically they make use of artificial intelligence algorithms and analytics to create their perfect team by putting the data of all the players in the auction into a system and then analyzing the data and their statistics to figure out which player will be perfect for them. So the biggest takeaway of this year's auction was that people were bidding very high for fast bowlers. and all that came down to an analytical software which suggested that teams that had good fast bowlers in 2020 did well in the competition. Hence, it is a norm today in franchise cricket to use artificial intelligence algorithms to create a huge database of players and then let it select a perfect team for you. So it does all the things that humans do, like looking at a player, looking at its stats, looking at where he works, looking at how he fits in their particular team, but way faster. So that was AI in your franchise team building, but how AI is changing the landscape is also in the broadcasting terms. So the official streaming partner of Indian T20 League, the Disney Plus Hotstar platform, has also alluded to the huge role that artificial intelligence is playing in their broadcast. Artificial intelligence did provide new camera angles based on user compulsions, finally curated highlight packages by essential social cues, and subtitles based on the location of the said user, and much more. So all the highlight packages that you see are curated by artificial intelligence itself, and they can just be inserted in the broadcast itself. So artificial intelligence softwares like IBM Watson is also remastering footage from old games and can also remaster footage while it is on broadcast. So artificial intelligence can be the answer to the much controversial decision review system law that is happening in cricket by providing those missing frames that a third umpire needs to make a fair decision. So moving on to our next story. Our next story is about banking on algorithms and chatbots to avoid bad loans. This story is about a Bengaluru-based Arcaron group plans to open 5 banks that are run entirely by artificial intelligence and quantum technologies without any staff. So their claim is that the 3 major banking functions, those are borrowing, lending and investing, are much efficiently done by artificial intelligence than humans. They have said that they will have 5 major banks across the entire globe running completely on artificial intelligence and quantum technologies, but not in India as the banking regulation do not allow it yet. So automated borrowing and investing is not a big deal for artificial intelligence algorithm, as it has to just accept fund in a particular person's account and invest it according to the market where the highest returns and the safest returns are possible. However, AI is more required when you are lending to a particular person, as AI solutions provided by Archeron Group, 97% efficient loans were given and only 3% of those loans were bad loans. They are also laying an emphasis on the emotions of a particular person while they are interacting with the chatbots, or have a video call with a chatbot where the chatbot is analyzing their emotions, and the emotional recognition artificial intelligence comes into the picture. Therefore, they have developed algorithms for fraud detection, default probability prediction, credit score generator, automated background checks, and a loan decision engine to do it completely by AI. So they have a huge advantage in that they are providing AI solutions to various banks across the globes, and their artificial intelligence algorithms is learning that from the experiences and collecting data at the same time, and is getting smarter and smarter so that it can work autonomously in the future. Moving on to the last story of our day. The last story is that AI-based device to alert drivers when they are about to doze off. This particular device, which was developed by Colonel Kuldeep Yadav of Military College of Electronics and Mechanical Engineering at Sikandrabad, has been tested in 3 army vehicles for 3 months, and the trial has been very successful. So again, talking about the facial recognition ability of artificial intelligence, this machine can scan the driver's face and can recognize if their eyes are closed for more than 3 seconds, and if the eyes are closed for more than 3 seconds, it will sound a loud alarm in the entire car, as a result waking up the driver and reducing the risk of any accidents. So this technology is currently invented and is going to be deployed only in defense vehicles of army and military. It is not for commercialized use as of yet, but if this AI powered sensor becomes successful, we can see its deployment in the commercial world as commercial vehicles, truck drivers and people who drive for a long time on the highways using a similar kind of product. So that's about it. Those were all the stories that I have for you today. I highly recommend you to read these stories in their entirety. Links for them will be in the description down below. And while you are at it, click on that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, because you don't want to miss any other videos from Analytics India magazine, because we bring you new and fresh videos about everything that has been happening in the world of artificial intelligence on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 4 p.m. So stay tuned.